Imagine a companion tethered to you from birth, a constant presence that knows your deepest fears and desires. The most unsettling truth about the Qareen is that everyone, even prophets, has one. Originating from Islamic tradition, the Qareen, literally constant companion, is a spiritual double, often described as a jinn, not a physical entity, but a subtle, pervasive influence. Its core abilities are insidiously internal: constant presence, subconscious manipulation, and the exploitation of personal weaknesses. While not a physical manifestation, its influence can create subtle energetic shifts. My EMF detector, usually for overt phenomena, sometimes registers unusual fluctuations during periods of intense internal conflict, a possible byproduct of its subtle influence. And my audio recorder occasionally picks up low, almost imperceptible whispers, often mirroring a thought I just had. The Qareen is important to understand because it represents an unseen, internal battle we all face, a force tempting us towards what is not good. Qareen are generally described as jinn, spiritual beings made of smokeless fire. They lack a physical form we can perceive or interact with directly. Instead, their nature is purely influential. Each person has a unique Qareen, tailored to their individual psyche. The Qareen's primary ability is constant presence. It is always there, an unyielding companion. This allows for its second terrifying ability, subconscious manipulation. It doesn't possess you. It whispers suggestions, known as waswas, inciting wrongdoing. Think of it as a subtle nudge, a thought that seems like your own, but pushes you towards temptation. This influence exploits your weaknesses. It identifies your vulnerabilities and makes temptations more potent. For instance, if you struggle with anger, it will amplify thoughts that lead to rage. The mechanism behind this power is rooted in exploiting human free will. The Qareen doesn't force, it tempts. Its power is limited by an individual's faith and resistance. The more devout or self-aware a person, the less influence the Qareen wields. A compelling example from Hadith literature states that Prophet Muhammad's Qareen submitted to Islam, only encouraging good deeds, a testament to the power of spiritual strength. Historical evidence for Qareen isn't found in physical encounters, but in theological texts and cultural beliefs. The Quran mentions the term, and Hadith literature clarifies its association with spiritual entities. These ancient texts serve as the primary documentation of this entity's existence and nature. Protection against the Qareen is fundamentally internal. There are no modern devices or scientific countermeasures designed to detect or defeat it. Traditional methods emphasize strengthening one's faith, consistent prayer, and performing good deeds. These actions build spiritual resilience. While physical protections like salt or iron filings are for external entities, psychological resilience and self-awareness are our true shields against the Qareen. Understanding its method of subtle influence helps us differentiate our own thoughts from its whisperings. Practical advice? Cultivate self-awareness, question negative impulses, and actively choose righteous paths. This is the scientific basis for countering internal conflict. The Qareen is a constant, unseen companion that subtly influences our thoughts and actions towards temptation. Its power lies in its persistence and ability to exploit our vulnerabilities. Understanding this entity isn't about fighting a physical foe, but about mastering our own minds and strengthening our inner resolve. Knowledge isn't just our best defense against the darkness. It's our only weapon against the shadows within. That's all for today's investigation into the shadows. If you want to dive deeper into the dark archives, make sure to subscribe to the HistoT YouTube channel. Remember, knowledge is our best defense against the darkness, and I'll see you in the next archive. Stay vigilant.